As you can see how the water has settled at the bottom in this bottle. Water is obviously heavier than the petrol. That's why it gets settled at the bottom of the petrol tank. As a result, your vehicle will not start at all if your fuel tank has water in it. If you have water in the fuel tank, then I will show you exactly what is to be done in this video. So let's get started. So I will be demonstrating the process on a Hero Maestro bike. So the first thing what you'll have to do is remove the back cover out completely. I have already done a video on this, of which I will put a link on top here. You can go there and check it out. So once you are done with that, the next thing what I am doing is I am removing all the petrol out from my fuel tank with a siphon transfer hose pump. So put one end of the hose pipe into the fuel tank and the other end of the hose pipe, just put a finger and close the hole like this. And now you can press the pump, and while leaving the pump, all the petrol will start coming into your pipeline. So once the petrol crosses your pump, now it's time to remove your finger from the pipe opening, and now you can transfer the pipe into the bottle. Now you'll have to keep the bottle below your fuel tank, otherwise the petrol will not get transferred into your bottle. So as you can see here how I have kept the bottle on the floor and my fuel tank is on the higher level. If you want to buy a pump like this, I will put a link in the description. You can go there and check it out. Just a reminder that this pump will only work on bikes and not cars, because in the cars you cannot put the pipe inside the fuel tank, as there is a strainer which will block your pipe from going inside. So you can only use this process on a bike, which I will make you aware first only. So I will take out all the petrol which I can with this pump. So after removing the petrol out, my already one bottle is full, and as you can see how the water is settled underneath the petrol. So this water must have gone in your fuel cock, in your pipeline, in your carburetor. It must have even reached the engine, and that is the reason why your bike is not starting. So all these things you will have to clean now. So the next thing what you will have to do is take out the fuel tank. So before removing the fuel tank, there is a pipe which is connected to the fuel cock and to the carburetor. As you can see here, you will have to leave that first. And once you leave that pipe, this fuel tank will have 4 bolts, 10 mm. So take a 10 mm socket and remove all those 4 bolts. Make sure that you keep these 4 bolts in a safe place and don't lose them. As you can see, these are the 4 bolts which I have just taken out. Now take this Loctite out and keep it in a safe place. Next you will have to take out the petrol overflow pipe which is connected to the tank like this. And once you do that, once you lift the fuel tank, it will come out like this. Underneath the fuel tank you will see that there is a cock. So this fuel cock will have to detach from the fuel tank. So take a adjustable wrench, rotate the fuel cock and take it out. If you want a wrench like this, I will put a link in the description. You can go there and check it out. So with this, your petrol tank is now separated from your bike. Now this petrol tank will have to empty completely. Even the slightest amount of petrol which is there in the tank will have to remove. You will have to dry the fuel tank completely. So here I will show you. After removing all the petrol, as you can see here, there is still water and petrol inside of the fuel tank. So even this amount is not good for you. You will have to dry it completely. So to take that out, tie a cloth to a rod like this and put the end with the cloth inside of the fuel tank. What this will do is all the petrol and water which is inside of the fuel tank, this cloth will soak it up. And see that you shake the fuel tank a little bit so that the water and petrol inside the fuel tank will get absorbed by this cloth. Then you can take out the rod like this. And as you can see here, my cloth is become so wet. It has soaked everything which was there inside. So if in one shot all your water and petrol doesn't come out, then you can repeat this process. But in my case, all my petrol and water is out of the tank already. So now keep the fuel tank in a hot sun for at least 3 hours and let the small droplets of water and petrol evaporate from the fuel tank. So now I will move forward and detach all the pipes which I attached to my fuel cock. So after detaching the 2 pipes, as you can see here, my cock is completely separated from the bike. In this also there will be water and petrol. That also I will take out now. So shake this cock like this and take out everything which is there inside of the cock. As you can see, in this also there was water inside which could have gone into our carburetor and inside of our engine. So like this you'll have to clean your entire petrol line. All the water inside you'll have to take out completely. One more important thing I want to tell you here is, if you come to know that there is water inside your fuel tank, don't even try to start your bike or car. So after this you'll have to take out the carburetor and clean it. I have already made a video of cleaning the carburetor. I will put a link on top here. You can go there and check it out. So once you remove the carburetor out, you don't have to remove this pipe. This pipe I have removed just to show you that there is water inside of my engine. As you can see here, how the water has reached even inside of my engine. So after drying the petrol tank for 3 hours, I have brought it back and I will put the cork back and I will connect all the pipes back. So once you connect all the pipes, keep your fuel tank in position. You don't have to put the bolts now only. Once your bike starts, that time you can put all the bolts back. At the moment you just have to keep the tank in position. So once you keep the tank in position, connect all the pipes which you had taken out. By now you should be done cleaning the carburetor and putting it back. One more important thing I want to tell you here is, see that you keep a note on all the pipes which you take out. Because if you connect the wrong pipe to the wrong place, then it will be a big mess and you won't even know what is the problem of your bike not starting. So see that you connect the same pipe at the correct place. So once you are done connecting all the pipes, see that you don't connect the petrol pipe to the carburetor yet. And now you should kick like this and take out all the petrol from the pipe first. With this you know that your petrol is now coming out already. So all my petrol and water is come out already from the pipe. So now I will connect it back. Now you will have to remove your spark plug and check if it is in a good state. Check if the spark is coming to your spark plug. So connect it to the plug and try to start the bike and see if the sparks are coming. And as you can see here, my spark plug is working fine. And the sparks are coming in a normal way how they should come. So if the sparks are coming properly, then keep the spark plug out and start kicking, so that if there is water and fuel in your combustion chamber, it will come out through the spark plug hole. And once you do that, put at least 2 to 3 drops of petrol inside of the spark plug hole, like how I have done here. And then you can put the spark plug back. So once you are done putting the spark plug back, see that you fill your tank with petrol. And once you are done doing all the connections, you can now try to start your bike. And as you can see, my bike has started very quickly, but it won't be the case always. Sometimes you'll have to kick it for at least 10 to 20 times before your bike will start. Your bike will surely start if there is no major damage done to your piston or your engine. So if you want to watch more videos from me, I have put a link on the side here. You can check them out. Check out all my videos and start doing your repairs by yourself and start saving lots of money. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, then you can press the button below and subscribe to my channel, so that you will get a notification every time I release my new video. Till then, bye and take care.